This video, I was in the middle of a defensive battle against the Libyans in Total War Rome 2, and I just thought it was an exciting battle because they have two different spots besides the one they're coming to now that they can land on, which is over here and all the way over here and here, I think. However, they can only funnel in 3 ships at one time. So, it's only 3 units facing off against all of my units that are, like up here, I have Hastati, which are just your average run-of-the-mill, medium melee infantry. And then I've got my Rorii, which are spear infantry in the back, and as well as having missile infantry. And you guys will see at the end of the battle where it shows you the deaths, the losses, who won, who didn't win, that sort of thing. You'll see that I defeated a ton of Libyan spearmen, which is great because Libyan spearmen are actually really good units in this game. And yet, I have defeated probably 5 or 6 units of them now. And now they're just sitting in mob. If you don't know what mob is, it's pretty much just peasant infantry. They're sending the plebs after me because they have nothing else. Like, I can go back here and look at what else they have. Let's see. Mob. Assault. Libyan hoplites. Mob. Mercenary Iberian swordsman. Mob. So, about... I wouldn't call it a half. I'd say probably a good third of their infantry units that are left are just mob. And as soon as they hit these beaches down here, they're just gonna get absolutely destroyed. Like you can see here, this mob, they've only lost... Oh, well. They lost maybe a quarter of their units, which mob are really easy. Whether they're called mob, peasants, whatever other variations of them are in Rome 2. They're just really awful units. They're just cannon fodder. You send them in, they're trying to weaken me right now. As you can see here, like they had those and now they have the Libyan hoplites, which are fairly decent combat units, but still the units I have here on the battlefield are going to be a lot more effective at taking out their units compared to their units versus mine. And as you can see here, my spearmen are still fresh. I think all 3 units of them are fresh, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Fresh. Then we got the third one right there. They're still fresh. They've lost a few, but... And then we've got our cavalry in the back here. And I have traps set up. I have a cavalry wall or a barricade here. I know I put something over here. Oh, that's right, I moved it down here. I put caltrops. Where are they at? Right here, which are extremely effective against cavalry units. And then, let's see, what else did I put here? Oh, in this field right here, I put sort of like spear pikes is the best way to explain it. I forgot the name for it. But they're really effective against infantry, especially if they're running. So if they somehow get around me, I'll still have the those defensive measures, and I can get back to the checkpoint fairly easily, fairly fast as well. Now, as you can see here, they got their javelin men, another missile a missile unit, which they're gonna run up here and they're gonna run right into my Hastati and just be destroyed, I guess. But if you guys cannot tell, I absolutely love playing this game. I've been playing it for the last probably 4 hours now, on and off again, while I'm watching YouTube videos, while I'm editing, that sort of thing. And I just I just happened upon doing this battle. I wanted to auto resolve it because I had a very low chance, as you can see down here. Like I was right here, and now I've taken out so many of their units that the balance of power is slowly going up for me. And I just thought it was an exciting battle to have on the channel. I know I've been posting like regular content, you know, my 2 weekly uploads. This one I'm just posting just to try something a little bit different. I feel like I should be a little bit more excited for you guys. And I feel that sometimes I can get monotone, which I'm working on. I'm trying to work on. But anyways, let's get back into this. So I'm gonna fast forward it here and wait for their other units to get up to the beach. They've got their mob, and Iberian swordsman. See, they're a fairly decent combat unit, I believe. They're a high threat, yeah. However, these two mobs right here are very low threat. As soon as they hit the beaches, they'll probably be massacred. And what I think is so beautiful about this game is it shows you each individual unit. And you can see here the amount of dead Libyan soldiers. Like, just in that quick amount of time, we took out that one mob unit, and probably a good half of them are laying there. Bless these Hastati, because they have been fighting. They've fought pretty much every unit that's landed on this side of the beach. That was before I knew how the enemy was going to spawn. And you can see here, they're just sending more Iberian swordsmen in. I don't know if the AI is stupid and isn't registering that I have a bottleneck on a beach set up for them. But it's working in my favor. I mean, I'm not complaining. I would just rather rather have AI that's a little bit better to play against. Something that's a little bit more, you know, a challenge. And as you can see here, they're trying to land 2 troops at once. They're trying to hit me with some missile damage and excuse me, and then just trying to break me down unit by unit. I finally lost that Hastati unit, but you guys seen me kill already, I think 5 or 6 units, 7, about to be 8, 9, and 10, and I've only lost that 1 unit in that amount of time, which now is the time I'm gonna move up my Rorii troops, my spearmen. That way I don't have a big gaping hole right here that they can just charge through and get around me. That's one thing I'm pretty cautious about, trying to keep troops back here, as well as just keeping this unit that's almost dead over here away from the enemy, and they'll be the alert for when an enemy shows up, if they do pop up out there. They sent in another mob, more javelin men. The way this battle's looking, yeah, I'm gonna win it. But speeding it up, you can see here that we've got Iberian swordsmen, hoplites, and slingers, and javelin men. So there's 5 units left that we're going up against. These are probably going to be the most difficult unit we have to face off against right now. Probably besides the... where are they? The slingers here. The slingers are really effective. And what they'll do is they'll pull this boat up right in here, right over here, right over here, whichever 3 lanes they land in, and they'll just sit there and toss slinger rounds at my infantry, which is completely awful for my infantry units, because they will take so much damage and lose so many troops just from where they're sitting there throwing their slingers at them. It's ridiculous. Oh, they found the Libyans broke through. And what I'll do right here, I'm glad I turned those Hastati around just in time. I wish those trees weren't there. I'd give you guys a slow-mo view of it. Well, you can see it right in here. Let's pull this down right here. And we'll hit the slow motion. And you can see there one of my troops fell. And you can see here there's one Libyan hoplite just kind of bashing the same guy. I don't know why the animation's stuck right there. But as you can see, they keep charging my unit. They're losing more troops than what I'm losing. But yeah, this is another great thing I love about this game too, is it can be so cinematic at times. Like you can see here, I have my troops lined up. Like lined up. Hardly any room between them, maybe feet. And you can see that they're all here just waiting. I'm gonna move my these horsemen up right there, just so that I can avoid not using any leftover rounds that I had. Let's see here. These javelin men aren't gonna last long on this beach. Their hoplites are still battling it out with my Rorii. And this is another good thing too. Whenever you're sitting here and your troops, you're getting low on numbers, you've had a long battle, it's been drawn out, still having your general unit completely intact, because you're 9 out of 10 times your general is going to be OP, no matter what you do. He can be the winning factor in a match. I mean, again, this is campaign, of course. I'm not playing against another live player, even though that's something I might do in the future. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Is that, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, but the general unit is an absolutely great unit to have left for the end of the battle. You can see here this one lonely, the hoplites unit they have out there is faltering and they haven't even been touched yet. And let's go ahead and chase down these leftover troops that they have. Hopefully my men are killing them on their way out. Yeah, they are. I've got this wall right here of my Velites just taking them out. And you can see there my generals just bashed into them. They're still trying to make it through. It says I have a victory here, but I'm going to hit continue real fast. Fast forward it a bit. I'll just send... those, my horse unit in the back, just trying to knock off who I can. See, are they still running through the streets? Yeah, let's just go take them out. I didn't make it far. But still, here on this beach, you can see the carnage. I'll back away my units just to pull them back a bit. There's one of these are all the units that have just died from my horsemen chasing them down. But you can see here, I lost one Hastati unit here. I lost probably a good half of the rest of my Hastati. Lost a few Rorii, but still, the amount of Libyans compared to my units to the Roman units is absolutely ridiculous. Like you can see here where this small group of men just kind of fought it out against the hoplites and the mob. And then you can see here where my units took javelin fire, but throughout here, mainly right in here, you can't even see the ground through the bodies, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I'll just go ahead and click in battle there. I deployed 1,500 units, or 1,500 troops. I lost a good half of them. A little over half, actually. But those 1,500 units killed almost twice as many, not quite twice as many, but close to it. They deployed 2,700 troops, more than what, close to twice what I did. And they have less than 100 or 100 men left. Now you can see up here what's left of the Carthage army. And it's, I mean, between them, that's probably 100 troops. You can see here that I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 units. But you can see here that these 3 Rorii, or not Rorii, Hastati units right here, killed. This one killed 600. This one killed almost 700. This one killed close to 5. That's, let's just call that an even 1,800 troops, which is insane. So go ahead and click. I'm not gonna release them. That'll be unmoral of me. Whatever. I'll enslave them. Is it gonna show their boat sinking? Good. And I'm more than likely sure that that was their last little get out to try and take out the one large army I had here in Africa. Come on, speed through. Can I show me? Libya, they want a peace treaty. I don't think I'll do that. Let's go ahead and research something else. I haven't really worked on my Steam or my defenses yet. There we go. We'll start working on that. And this is the same playthrough that I did the first video on. You can see here, I still have all of Italy for the most part. I allied with Syracuse, Sparta, and Athens. Because, you know, nostalgia. And I came down here, took Carthago, the capital of Carthage, and I also took Isle. And I plan on just bringing this army down through here, taking the rest of what Carthage and Nova Carthage have. Which is absolutely fantastic. That's one of my least favorite units, or not units, factions in this whole game. But anyways, guys, thanks for checking out the video. If you'd like to see more content like this, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't hit that like button, please like it. I love the support you guys have given me so far. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and go do that. Hit that notification bell right there. Alright, thank you so much, guys. Bye.